everyone, Kevin here, and thanks for watching another episode of The Bottom Line. And today, we're coming to you straight out of Compton. And why are we here? Well, we're here because we're at Customs by Lopez, and they've been proven for many years that it doesn't matter where you come from. You know, as long as you got the right stuff, you can build, you know, a top-notch truck. Like I said, it doesn't matter where you come from, but also, this video, we have a little bit of a 2021 SEMA preview because they're working on a truck for the show this year. And yeah, they've been here for a number of years building some nice trucks. And so we got Ricardo here. He runs Customs by Lopez. And how long have you been here?
Well, first of all, thank you, Kevin. And we've been here for almost 60 years. And like you say, it doesn't matter where you come from, but it matters who you have too, which is my team. We've been doing bodywork, paint. Originally, that's how we started, and then after that we started doing a lot of fabrication, custom work, interior work, engine work, suspension work. It's pretty much, here's some of the work that we do.
So as I remember, Ricardo, you had a 55 Chevy, I believe it was yellow, in the mid-2000s that was done up, completely slammed on the ground, which was I can't say revolutionary for the time, but, you know, pretty much the top of the mark. I mean, back in those days, it was really tough to do things because, you know, we didn't have the parts that you do now to lay a vehicle out. You had to fabricate your own parts, suspension, all that stuff. But do you have a lot of struggles in making that truck?
I definitely did, yes. Starting with my fabricating the chassis, I wanted to have a power steering with a rack and pinion. I couldn't afford a Mustang 2, which it was kind of hard to get those suspensions back then also.
Yeah.
But I finally got at the point where I fabricated my own chassis. I had to fabricate my own brackets for the airbags, and I had to get the conventional airbags, but it works really good.
Yeah, and I think for a while that became like your calling card kind of. I mean, it was fully done, everything. You did the paint yourself, right?
I did all the body work myself. Now I got a great team that they help me to do everything. But back then I did all the work. I did the chassis work, I did the body work, all the fabrication, paint work. And then I just have to send them out for interior.
Yeah, and I think now, I mean, you've kind of established yourself now as like a one-stop shop. Like you can do everything start to finish. Somebody brings in like an old vehicle and maybe it's rusted out, got holes in it all over the place. You probably could repair that and you know, customize it, put paint on it, probably everything, right?
Yeah, definitely. We can start from A to C and have the car ready, turnkey, and show it.
Yeah, and so is that what happened with this truck behind me? So. This is not the truck that I was talking about. You know, this is not the preview that we were talking about today. This is a 57 Chevy owned by a guy named Tim Sharp. But how was this truck when you started? I mean, this thing's completely, you know, super really clean,
bad,
but
it was in really bad shape.
Yeah.
When we got it, I think he got it sitting for 20 years in his jar.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So, only thing that we saved from the truck, it was the engine.
Gotcha. Now, how did this one go? I mean, do you have a lot of fabrication work as well with suspension and getting start? Was that the starting point, or was it paint and body work, or you know, where did you start with this truck?
Starting from the foundation, that's a replica of my yellow truck chassis.
Oh, gotcha.
It works pretty good. Now that's the chassis that I use even for the new truck that we're doing for SEMA, and then I have to add all the air ride tech, which is suspension.
Gotcha. So you probably, you know, you had it all you know, set up, everything. I think Ricardo was talking to me earlier, is like saying that, you know, when you're building a truck like this, you want to have it all done, not paint-wise, but have it like running, driving, and test it out so you can find all these bugs and everything. I assume that's what you do with this truck as well. But what do you got underneath the hood on this truck?
Well, on this one we got the 327. He wanted to keep the original engine, and we did all the dress up in it.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it right here. I mean, like, dude, it's super clean. The firewall's been shaved out, the inner fender wells. I mean, I don't even see the braking system that's normally here as well, and it's been shined up. But yeah, you said this was an old small block?
Yeah, the 327.
Moving further down, you know, in front of the engine, you can see there's a custom grille. I mean, I think this was like a key part of this truck and what, you know, makes it distinct from the rest, but that's all customized? Did you start with a original grille?
Yeah, we start with the original grille. First of all, we did the outer ring. We just did it without the center one, and it looks kind of empty. So I decided to go back and get the centerpiece. What we did, we shaved up all the brackets, and we wanted to have the illusion that it's just floating there.
So this thing's also laid out too, but what wheels you got on this thing?
Well, we went with 20 in the back by 12. 19 by 8 front, bond speed wheels, Billet.
Yeah, that's cool. And what I like about them too is they're covered in Nitto Imbo tires, and that design also goes along with a a classy look, like with this truck and everything. Also keeps that traction and everything. So we really like those tires on this thing. But what about other body mods on this truck? What did you perform on it?
Well, what we did, obviously we shape up the handles. We did a lot of shape up on the front end. We did a lot of detail, especially when we wanted to pre-fit the glass, make sure that it was gonna look nice and clean.
Yeah, I mean, this thing's completely slicked out. Yeah, let's take a look at the interior. I mean, did you do the interior as well?
Yeah, it was down here and by my good guy, Juan Sandoval. It's part of the team.
Oh, I got a center console in there, bucket seats. Where those seats come out of?
I guess those we got them out of Infinity.
Oh, okay. So they got power on them and everything, or?
No, these are the manual.
Manual, okay. Still looking good though. Obviously this thing would have had like a bench seat originally, so it would look nothing like this. Yeah, the dash is all shaved out of this thing and everything, but cool, man. Great looking truck, but let's go ahead and move on to the actual SEMA truck and see what that thing's looking like. All right, here we have it. We've got this 56 Chevy pickup behind me, and this is going to be the SEMA project that Ricardo and his team are going to be bringing. I think it's going in the MagnaFlow booth, so it's going to be legit. It's going to be in a hot rod alley. It's going to be there, but it looks like a pile behind me, but don't let that fool you. You saw the other truck and know what the team is capable here, so this truck is going to be polished up. Really, it's only probably like about a few months worth of work. He's got most of the fabrication done, and then it's gonna be body work and fitting everything. I mean, and just polishing it up and making sure it looks good for the SEMA show floor. But how did this project start? This is your wife's truck, right?
Yes, that's the idea. We're giving it back while she's been always giving all her support. So.
Gotcha. And like a lot of for what we do, I mean, we got to give it to the to our ladies out there, because I mean, we couldn't do it without them. I mean, even my wife too. Just like, I'm gone on weekends and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great to to see you doing something for her. And man, did she dig it too? I mean, is she into it? Was it
yes. Yeah. She's picking colors. She's picking wheels. I mean, she's fully involved in it, and big support still.
Yeah, exactly. So run me along on some of the stuff. I mean, I saw there's a custom grill on here too. And
well, that's another of my, now with a lot of help, obviously, to get at this point where I wanted to do something very, very different and try to match everything, working with the oval stuff. The mash, I got it from a great friend, he knows. Same thing, I used a 57 outer ring.
Okay.
And then I'm doing something newer and different what I did on the 57 Chevy truck.
Now, is this, you talked about the grill, like, was that custom cut or something, or?
The mash, yes. It's a stainless steel laser cut.
Oh, wow. Now, who came up with the design? Did your
less fabrication.
Okay, so your buddy came up with it and everything?
Yes.
But man, that's pretty cool.
We did our own design and cutting on the, I call them blade, the center insert.
Yeah. Gotcha. Now, I noticed it's a little bit high right now. How low is this thing going to be? I mean,
well, it's going to be about, my goal is to have it ready by September. September should be done. Well, you mentioned that it still need to be pre-fit. Everything got pre-fit. Everything got already mock-up. All we have to do is just body work, get it painted, and put it back together all nice and clean. Everything that's been done on it.
Gotcha. Now, what about suspension-wise? Is this going to be bagged, laid out, or anything, or is it just going to be like super low?
Well, the high ride, I think it's going to be about 4 inches off the ground. We're using coil-overs from Rytec. I did the same thing, my own chassis, all fabricated. I can go airbags and lower or slam it to the ground, but I definitely in love with Rytec, which is the coil-overs.
Yeah, and they've got proven systems and everything, so it's just a solid way to go. But what about the wheels here? You got
on the wheels, we have the great fortune to always work with Budnik wheels. I mean, that was something that my wife picked. She wanted to go with those wheels. She wanted to get those finished. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, cool. Great to see that she's got some input on that. So definitely got her flavor and everything. But I'm liking that also, again, this is also on Nitto tires, and it's got the NT 555 G2s on the front, and it's also got the NT 555 R2s in the rear, which is actually a drag radial for this truck, which that's kind of a matching combo when you do that, and but the back end's going to get the grip so you can lay down that power and everything. So speaking of power, I mean, you've got an engine for this thing, right?
We have this beauty right here. Same thing. In order to have it looking like that, we have to have support with our company, Eddie Motorsports, Flight Tech, which he did an amazing job doing the red intake. I mean, we're super happy with that. We did the custom ball covers. We have the, obviously, headers.
Now, why did you choose to do a small block on this truck? Why not go like an LS?
It was an engine that I already had assigned for this project, and it was sitting for a few years. But the way that we build, a friend of mine built the engine, I mean, I cannot just get rid of it. I really wanted to use it, and with the stuff that we got on it, I think we're gonna have about 450 horsepower.
So cool, we got the engine, we've got, the wheels and tires, everything, suspensions, getting there and everything. But what do you got for details, on this thing, body mods?
Well, I wanted to start on the door handles. We got them from Can Dig It Signs.
Oh, nice. You just they look kind of like they're shaved, but there's still a door handle. I think you push on them or something like that and they come out.
That's how you do it. Oh no, this way.
Got to get used to it.
So, and then we shape up a lot of things, like same thing, typical that I do. I did it on the previous trucks that I done. We get rid of a lot of the wall marks, a lot of the seams, so we want it to look smooth.
Yeah, exactly. But what I do like about also with these door handles too is that it looks clean, it looks like it's shaved, but you have a functioning door handle. So it's like if your battery goes dead, you can still get in. That's the problem with like shaved door handles. So nice little touch there.
We have something that I always like to get finished is the rails, side rails from the bedside panel.
And you did this is the same as like Tim's truck, right? The blue truck.
Exactly the same thing. We're getting the same designs that we did on that one. We integrate the fender inside. We tuck them in to the step panel. We smooth it out. We got rid of the ribs that usually comes with. Following back here, we're very detailed on the lines, the body lines.
Yeah, I think that's something too, like, with these trucks, getting that line and making sure that your body worked it straight and just kind of embellish it a little bit.
This is something that I'm really, really happy as. Same thing, we finished it. We integrate the roll pan, but we're still gonna go with the original bumper. We tuck them in. It's gonna be very nice looking truck, especially what we did on the tailgate. We have kind of the same design as the front grille, but we're gonna go with sequential turn signals.
Kind of like a Mustang, right?
Exactly. And then we integrate this little spoiler. It's all metal work. Still working on the mechanism for latches. But this is something that I really, really like. If you guys see on the rendering, it looks finished. It looks beautiful when it's done.
Yeah, and what I really like about what you're doing here is that you're actually putting a bumper on it, even though it's got a roll pan. A lot of guys dump roll pans on a truck and they go, it's smoothed out, it's clean. But I kind of like the style with the bumper, and what he's done is a little bit of a combination. So when it's done, I mean, he's not gonna have a big gap here or anything between the bumper and the truck. It's gonna look nice and flush and everything. So it's gonna give it a little bit of a nice little touch, but still look original. So, some people might not even know that it's, been completely done. They might just think, oh, it's original, and they're scratching their head like, what's done to this thing? Well, why does it look so clean? And it's just those little touches, so but yeah. And then what about your interior? You got some stuff going on there? Yes,
definitely. I wanted to mention too, wood. We got it from bedwood. We got those smooth the bed rails.
And this is a raised floor, right?
That's too a raised floor in order to do body drop. We can always go airbags and slam this truck on the floor, but now we're gonna go coilovers. I'm in love with coilovers.
Yeah, me too.
Now here's another great thing from, again, Juan. He's, always coming with ideas. We both put things together, but he always have the perfect touch. We got everything mock up, like I was telling you guys, everything is pre-fit. So it looks like it's not finished, like it's a long way to go, but everything it's been already pre-fit with Mockup, and it's functional. We tried 1, 2, 3 times until it works. Then now it's time to pull it out, rewrap everything, and bodywork it.
So as you saw when we looked around with this truck, it may look rough, but really, you know, a couple months away, this thing's gonna be finished, and it's gonna be on the Vegas showroom floor at SEMA, and we're gonna have a little bit of an update for you guys then. We'll be shooting it afterwards as well, and we'll put that on drivingline.com. And do cruise the website as well. We've got a lot of great stories on there, and you know, features as well, top-notch photography that we're a part of and everything. So yeah, check it out. We want to also thank Ricardo here for showing us around, giving us a little bit of a sneak preview. Super cool. Gives us something to look forward to. And hope you guys like this video. If you did, hit that like button. That helps us out a bunch. If you have any other questions about this build, or you know, getting your stuff to SEMA, or any other questions, or maybe something you want to see on this truck, you know, hit that stuff in the comment section below. And do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video, and turn on post notifications. And we will catch you next time.